Very good afternoon to you. You are welcome to the news update at 1. I am Rosemary Omani. Edo State government says it will not hesitate to bring down any building erected along waterways in its ongoing efforts to check the menace of flooding in the state. This was part of its resolution after assessment of erosion-affected areas in Owedo and Ipoboha local government areas. Goodluck Enaini brings us reports on this and other outcomes of the meeting between Governor Mande Okbewulu and the National Emergency Management Agency at the Government House.
Strict adherence to environmental laws and continuous sensitization of the public, government believe is one of the ways to overcome the challenge, and Governor Okbewulu gave the marching order in that regard.
There's everything that we can prepare for the future, especially in the long disaster.
The commencement of a statewide flood and erosion assessment to mitigate the impact of flooding and erosion held in Owedo and Ipoboha local government areas revealed that violation to environmental laws is majorly responsible for the menace.
It has been existing for like 16, 17 years. It was brought by from that Ojomo side to this zone.
When it's raining now, we don't sleep. One eye open, one eye closed. All of us will stand outside because the erosion coming this way is very high.
I'm appealing to the government to come to our rescue.
Jerry Itaosa is the Executive Secretary, Edo State Emergency Management Agency.
We are going to submit our report and also make recommendations on the best possible ways and means to channel this erosion out of this community. We want to appeal to the general public that we should desist from this act of building on waterways.
The exercise is also to identify citizens affected by one form of disaster or the other, like these victims displaced by a recent rainstorm, to enable state government provide the needed assistance. Ego local government is next. In Benin, Goodluck Enaini, NTA News.
Chief Limon Agbejagwe Ikbiasion has added another feather to his cap following the conferment of Honorary Doctorate of Engineering Award on him by the Federal University of Petroleum, Efru Delta State.
Ikbia was presented with the award certificate by the Chancellor, Oba Babatunde Adewale Ajayi, supported by the Vice Chancellor. He was thereafter joined by the Edo State Governor, Senator Monday Okbewulu, to commission the Lee Smart Classroom, where he donated over 40 laptop computers for e-learning at the institution.
It's important to maintain the facilities, because without maintenance, everything will collapse. Please sustain it and then maintain it.
The ceremony was graced by family members, business and political associates, and traditional rulers from Edo and Delta states.
The honor he received today is a result of who he is, the kind man he has, the life he has touched.
It's an honor well deserved. He's a very hardworking man, a honest man, and a man who has made a mark in the life of many.
Very, very trustworthy son, hardworking, and that was what has given him this position today.
We always wish him the best, and the best will happen to him. He's a nice man. He's a very good person.
There's nothing as inspiring as when you are honored in a place you grew up and by your own industry.
He's a man that has acquainted himself with all the necessary indices that is required to lead, and is doing well in our community.
Guests were entertained at Limon Ikpea's palatial Warri residence.
I feel very fulfilled. I'm happy that I'm recognized. I'm recognized for all the effort I've been putting. I'm happy that people recognize my effort, and my effort is what I'm celebrating today.
The award, which is coming barely 5 months after the philanthropist and the chairman, Lee Engineering Group and Allied Companies Limited, was decorated with the Honorary Doctor of Business Administration by the University of Benin, makes it 4 consecutive honorary doctorate awards on the business mogul from universities across the country. In Benin, Jude Abugu, NTA News.
Youths in Ekpoma, Edo State, have staged a peaceful protest over the alleged unjust killing of their fellow youth, Chinedu Obikpo, by the police. The incident, they said, happened on Wednesday this week. Rosemary Ibrahim has details.
Youths in Ekpoma, Edo State, have taken to the streets in a peaceful protest following the alleged unjust killing of their fellow youth, Chinedu Obikpo, by the police. The protesters, who barricaded the Ekpoma Market Square Asics, chanted solidarity songs and prepared meals together, vowing to remain until their grievances are addressed. At the heart of their protest is the claim that Chinedu's killing is not an isolated incident, but rather part of a larger pattern of police brutality in Ekpoma, where several youths have allegedly been killed without reasonable cause.
He was a brother, he was a very nice person. He did no crime, he committed nothing. Instead, they shot his head and his back. We need justice, they are not protecting us, instead they are killing our boys.
The complainer, when get the money, when the police says Chinedu go kill her. We need to complain.
We want to see the police that shot him because they are government officials. We want to see them. They are going to give us reason why they shot him.
Yes.
Only this year, the day of tomorrow. They say we are the day of tomorrow. They are killing us. They claim to own a Benz in Nigeria because someone is driving the Benz, you just shoot at him. Okay, he was running, you still shoot at him and kill him. They seize the Benz. What for? We want to know why they kill our brother.
Chinedu's mother, in an emotional plea, described her son as her last hope and narrated how her two sons were allegedly mistreated by the police. She begged for justice.
Because this wicked be my hope. Like be my pillar. Like they take care for me. Like they take care for my brothers and sisters. Where they kill. That person where kill my pikin. I don't say that they give me money. I don't want money. The person where kill, who keep us, I must die by sword.
Efforts to reach the police for comment on the matter proved abortive. In Ekpoma, Rosemary Ibrahim, NTA News.
The battle is of the Lord's was the sermon preached this Sunday at the Deliverance Holy Mission International Headquarters. Reverend Sunday Okpere, who delivered the sermon during the 16th day of the mission's 30 days of concealment camp prayer and fasting, enjoined believers to avoid all forms of lukewarmness and take to spiritual warfare. I have the reports. Reverend Okpere reminded the congregation that early disciples fought battles of adversities in their time. He noted that Jesus Christ himself openly rebuked his disciples for their lukewarm attitudes when he instructed them to watch and pray always, supporting his message with the scripture from books Job 36:11, Matthew 26:36 to 41, Mark 9:2-13. The spiritual leader lamented that the church is now being influenced by the world.
The battle is not yours, but is the Lord's. We have to take all that we are doing to spiritual warfare, because the battle we are fighting, especially the unseen battle that have bedeviled the body politic of the state and the nation in general, cannot be fought with carnality, but it can only be mighty through your commitment to God.
Highlights of the service include prophetic declarations for peace to reign in Edo State and concealment prayers declarations. In Benin, the spiritual leader of Christ Star Ministries, Reverend Jacob Igebo, has encouraged Christians to be willing to do God's work at all times. He made the call in his sermon this Sunday. Elizabeth Omoko has details.
Speaking on the topic, the power of increase, Reverend Igebo, drawing from various biblical passages, told the congregation that God knows their hearts. He emphasized the need for Christians to trust and believe in God, as He is the only that saves. He further stated that